It's so amazing and exciting to be here on the final day. We call it the grand finale. We've been running through this course from day 1 all up until day 5. And today we are rounding it all up. Apart from just taking us through the summary of the day, we are also going to show you practical of all that we have done. And we are also going to be laying groundwork for what is to begin. First, I will go to my WhatsApp to pick up the login details. When you create an account with your broker, you have a login details given to you, MetaTrader 5 login details. So I want to go here now. I have a login detail given to me. James, where are you? You have been given login detail with this number. So I take the number. I go to my MetaTrader 5 on my laptop. I've downloaded MetaTrader 5 on my laptop. I go to the left-hand side and I go to look for open an account. I'll click on open an account. It's going to give me a list of companies. Select a company to open an account with. I've already opened an account. I've already been given a live account or demo account login details, whatever be the case. I've already been given an account login details by my broker. So I will come to this place and search for the server name of my broker. What is the server name for my broker on MT5? This information was given to you when you created the account, and the email was sent to you that congratulations, you have opened an account. This is the login. This is the password. This is the server. So that server, you have to type that server here and click on search on find your broker. So I find the broker. I click on the broker. I will go to next after the broker being highlighted. So first of all, highlight the broker. Then you go to connect with an existing trade account. Why? Because the trading details have been provided to you by the broker you created a demo account from the back office. So here I already copied that login. I paste it here. I go back again to my WhatsApp where I have sent the copy and paste. I'm not typing it out. I'm only copying and paste. To ensure you are not typing the wrong number, it's very, very important that you copy and paste. So I paste also the password. Login is there. Password is there. The server is correct. Then I click on finish.
Incoming mail.
We hear the sound. Brown incoming mail. Welcome. All of these sounds will come up to tell you that you have just uploaded a new system. It's actually going to show on the top the name of the account number, the server, the type of the account. This is actually a test account. Hedge, 10 trade. Everything is showing right there. On the bottom left, by default, you're supposed to see the toolbox that shows trade, exposure, history. These are the 3 most important areas. As a matter of fact, let me limit it down to 2. Trade and history. These are the 2 most important areas to always watch out for. Trade and history. And they are all under toolbox. Some of you need to be writing, toolbox. Toolbox is a function of tools. It is tools. Sorry, view. View. Toolbox is a sub of view. If I go to view and click on toolbox, it will disappear. There is no longer toolbox. There is now chat area, market watch, which is what we call quotes in the phone version. Navigator, where you have the account listed. Let me take all this out. Accounts. Accounts can be found and listed on Navigator. I'm currently on this one, 10 trade server. There's Catalyst 10, there's Derive, there's Demo, there's this, there's 8cap, there's Broker 1, Broker 2, Broker 3. There are several accounts on this laptop, but the one I'm currently on now is this one highlighted black, 10 trade server. So I can actually collapse it again. You see it under accounts. Accounts, indicator, expert advisor, script, service, market, signals, blah, blah, blah. They are all under Navigator. If I go to view and tap on Navigator, you see it disappear. Now I'm left with only quotes. Quote is where I see all the various assets that we need on this market. Yesterday, we established the fact that we need gold. So I'm going to click on gold, drag into the charts. I drop gold there. XAU, USD, daily, gold versus US dollar. What is happening? Why is it not loading? I will right click on this quote to see all the options. I right click on the quotes area. I will see so many other options. I want to see show all. Show all. Show all will give me all the pairs available on this my account. This account is permitted to trade all this, well, not really trade, but all the trade pairs available on this server. That's what this account will display. All these pairs are available on this server. Yeah, that's what this means. Yeah. So I think, yeah, the gold is now brought up live. The gold is live now. The gold is brought up live now and on daily time frame. Permit me, I will right click on empty area. I will go to templates. I want to have a clear template. This one I'm seeing is a template given to me by one of my friends. I don't want to use it right now. I will go to empty whites. I don't still like that empty white template. I will go to clear with M15 entry. I think I prefer this one. Volume, I will clear it. I don't want it. Delete indicator. I just want an empty chart. For the purpose of design, if you right click on chart area, you go down, you see several options. You go down to properties. It will give you the area where you can design your chart area. I think I saw somebody's chart area today, maybe Engineer Color. It's not looking well kept. It's not looking well designed. If you right click on the chart area, you're supposed to see settings like properties or settings that will take you to the candle area where you can redesign your candles. For example, under the show, you have so many options you can choose, select or deselect, like show period separator, remove it. You will see what you want and what you don't want. Show grid line, remove it. You know, you'll be seeing all these things. Show ask price, remove it. Show bid price, remove it. You can choose what you want and remove what you don't want. You can come to colors and direct what you want the candle to be like. Background, I want background to be black. You can have a black background. Background, I want background to be white. You can have a white background. Bar up, I want it to be green. Bar up, you can change it to green or blue. Bar down, I want it to be red. You can change the color. Bull candle must be the same with bar up because they are directional upwards. Bear candle must be the same with bar down because they are directional downward. Then you select OK. Your candle design is also allowed here. So apart from XAUUSD gold, I want to remove these guys. Step index, I don't need it. Volatility 10, I don't need it. V75 close, I don't need it. I right click, it gives me an option to delete. I right click, it gives me an option to delete. I right click on what I want to delete, I close. Right click on step index, close. Right click on this other one, close. Right click on market watch, close. I only have, what is it called? Gold. I need GBP USD. So I click on GBP USD. I right click on it. I will see new window or chat window. So I click on chat window. Now it has opened GBP USD, or let me say it is opening GBP USD. This is the GBP USD I see in so many people's charts. And I say you can arrange this, you can redesign it in a way you want it to be. I have already redesigned my own and I save it as templates. If you go to my right click on that template, you see I've already saved several templates with the designs that I've wanted. So let me assume there is no template. I will go to right click. I will go to properties. I will see so many things I can redesign here. From number one, maybe like the background, I'll change to white. Very easy to do, quick to finish. Foreground, I'll check foreground to black, background, foreground, you know, that kind of thing. Then the grid, I don't even want grid, I'll change it to white. Then the bar up is okay as green, but I want to make it a thicker green. The bar down is okay with red. The bull candle is okay with green. The bear candle is okay with red. So I have this. The chart is complete. I click on OK. So the chart is completely complete. What am I having here? This is looking like an indicator. This is looking like an indicator. So if I go back to that chart, I'll know what it is. This is something like volume. Show is telling me show tick volume. Hey, you see remove, add it back, you see remove. I don't need anything. We say naked chart is only chart with candles. We can analyze like that. So I remove that. I don't want any addition. So this is called naked charts. I can, this is scroll out, scroll in, right? I can scroll out, scroll in. I can shrink down. I can shrink up. I can shift the chart to come to the left-hand side. There is this button here. Look at it. Shift end of chart to the right border. Back, it shifts. I can take it back. Whenever I want, I can shift it outward like this. I can shrink down. I can spread up. I can expand. I can contrast. Anyhow I want to see, I can do that. This is my time frame. I can take it upward. We are dealing with D1 time frame, daily time frame. I will allow it. This is MT5. It usually lags. It usually lags before it can shift. Trading view can spread and shift faster. So advantage of trading view over these guys. So with this one, you have to wait for them to load it. It takes some time to load, sometimes like that. It's not as fast as trading view. So here, I can save this template because I showed you how to do template now. I can right click. I go to template area. I will see the first option on that template area says save templates. I will click on it. It will now ask me, what is the name of this new template you want to save? I want to call it naked. How do you spell naked? C-K. How do you spell naked? N-A-C-K-E-D. I'll use it like that. Nobody will correct me for the spelling. It's my charts, it's my settings, it's my savings. I will remember it. So it's saved. If you go to the right click and go to template, you will see naked there. You see naked there? It has been saved. Now, if I add a new asset to my watch tank, whatever it's called, I will just right click and go under template. I will see that template I choose as naked. It will set everything automatic. Now, there is another one to the top left-hand side here. This one, if you click on it, it will give you the sell and buy, where you can change lot size. Remember our lot size for this strategy? 0.3. 0.3 is our lot size. You can reduce it. You can, by this arrow up and down, you can decide to also type it if you want. So I want the lot size every time I'm trading 0.3 on this strategy, on this account, right? I have XAU USD on this chart. Permit me to go to naked. Template naked. Done. Shift to the other side and shrink. Let's see. Then shift the chart like this. Beautiful. Now I want another asset. Who can remind me the assets we are on our watch list? I have brought up 2 assets. Go to the chat box and type the assets on our watch list. I want to know those who are following with this class. Go to the asset. I have uploaded 2 on the chart. Go to the asset and tell us, go to the chat box. Give me the list of all the assets on our watch list as far as this strategy is concerned. US 100. Let me find US 100. These things are going to be difficult to be found. Let me show you another way. You can find them very easy. Okay. We have to look carefully. US 100 is under stock, so I'm under index, so I'm expecting another color. I've seen the category. And that is oil. Index, see them here. See the index color here. US Tech. US Tech is the same as US 100. US Tech is NASDAQ. NASDAQ is US 100. NASDAQ is US Tech. So I click on it. If I drag into it, it will override on XAUSD. So I'm not going to click and drag. I'm going to click on it, highlight, then right click, then click on chart window. It's going to create a new page for NASDAQ like this. It's going to create a new page for NASDAQ. When it creates a new page for NASDAQ, the whole thing is not set yet. So I need to right click on that page and go to templates and select the one I've already saved, which is naked, to give me the main chart like this. And this is on D1 time frame, right? Daily, very important. I want to always start my analysis from daily. I hope by now you know why I start my analysis from daily, because I want to know the daily bias. Yes, before I start trading, I need to know the daily bias. This morning when I wake up, one of our traders in our group sent me a message. He said he's on GBP USD and he's buying. And I saw the nice analysis, fair value gap, sweep of liquidity. The first thing I asked him, what is the daily bias? When I wake up in the morning, the first concern is daily bias. Before I sleep at night, if I'm going to trade tomorrow, my last concern, daily bias. I start with daily bias, I end with daily bias. Because I don't want to be found trading without the information on the daily bias. I want to know what the daily bias is saying. If the daily bias is saying we are going to be in a range, if the daily bias is saying we are going to be bearish, if the daily bias is saying we're going to be bullish, I need to know before I sleep. I need to know when I wake up, first in the morning. So I don't just get a signal from M15. Make sure you don't on your video yet. All right. So the next asset we are here after NASDAQ. Somebody say we should add S&P 500. Nobody is saying that. These guys. S&P 500 is the same as US 500. US 500 is the same as S&P 500. So I click on US 500 and I go to chart window. I click on chart window. It will load US 500, also known as S&P 500 Standard and Poor's. So I will just quickly go to my right click and go to templates and scroll down to naked, and open the naked charts. On D1 time frame, naked chart is here and it's ready. So I'm done with that. I have XAUUSD, I have GBP USD, I have US Tech, I have US S&P 500. Now, the beautiful part of all this setup we are doing is that this setup, it will remain on your laptop. Even though your laptop damaged, it will remain there. It will never remove. Whenever you open your phone, all these assets that are on your watch list, they are there. So you can do an analysis and stop somewhere and continue tomorrow. You can do an analysis after 2 weeks and come back and see where you stopped. You don't have to be redoing your setup anytime you're on your laptop. Only once and for all is there. Yes? So we are adding what again? What are we adding again? Please, I need interaction on this class. WTI. Yeah, thank you, Engineer Kola. The WTI falls category of commodity. S&P 500, US Tech, these are technological assets. They fall under index. WTI is oil. WTI is falls under commodity. WTI is US oil. There's another one again, Brent. That's UK oil. We also trade this one too, but we don't focus on it on our strategy. But it's good to trade. So this is UK oil. It's called Brent. That's US oil. So US oil is WTI. UK oil is called Brent. So we are going to use WTI, which is the US oil. It's currently $72, $72.5. So you go to chart window and open it on US oil, WTI. So I will go there and add my templates and go to naked and put it on. Another one again we're adding is who is giving us S&P 500 DAX 30. DAX 30 is the same as DJ30. DJ30, Dow Jones. It's called Dow Jones. Dow Jones. Yes, Western Texas 30. 30 companies in Western Texas. So like click on Dow Jones 30, US 30, DAX 30, the same name for all these things, say the same thing, the same name. American 30 companies, the same thing. They use different brokers use the same name, different liquidity, different banks use the same name for this asset. So you must know one asset having many names, and you must know what their names are so you can find them anytime you switch a broker or anytime you switch a platform and you see them, you can know them. Something is still missing. DAX 30 is here, US 500 is here, US Tech is here, US Oil is here, gold is here. What is left? Is there anything we're missing? I think everything is complete. Yeah. So far, so good from what I can see. I think everything is ready. Food is ready. Now let's start from DAX 30. We're on D1. DAX 30 as at yesterday. I'm going to expand my screen. As at yesterday, I want to talk about the daily bias very quickly. Then we'll look for trade on DAX 30. Yeah, it's not really a good time to look for trade on DAX 30. You know, remember our strategy said that all these assets, DAX 30, US 500, US 100, the best time to look for their trade is 2 p.m. New York Open. So this time right now in the night, the best kind of trade to look for is nothing. Maybe around after 10, after 11, we can be looking for Asian pairs. We look for Asians and all of those things if we want to trade those indices. But just for the purpose of practical, I will look for trade and enter the trade here because we're on a demo account. So back to DAX 30 issue. Yesterday, we saw a bullish candle on DAX 30. Yesterday. And we said, if this candle closes above this level, that our bias will be bullish on DAX 30. If not, our bias will be bearish. Ladies and gentlemen, the whole of today, we have been trading on a bearish bias, and you can see the market is down. So from this indication we got yesterday, we already know that our direction is down. Even when the market was going up, we will know that the market is going to look for liquidity sweep here. It can come down more. So we'll look for more of selling opportunity. Very, very important information. So we have a bearish bias for today. So if we are going to trade DAX 30, we are going to be looking for a sell opportunity in DAX 30, as far as I'm concerned. And if we're looking for a sell opportunity in DAX 30 being a from this side here, which is the bias for yesterday, showing us today will go down, and we are going to be looking for it to clear down this sell side liquidity, this one. So I'm going to get my trend line and draw a target here. This is the target. If our bias is bearish, then our target is the sell side liquidity. I listened to my friend Xavier from Capital Extend. He was talking about analysis this morning on London Open. And he says the market is always going up and down, looking for liquidity to clear. If the market is coming down, it's actually going down to look for liquidity to clear. So he said the market goes from up to down, looking for liquidity up and down to clear. So if you notice that the market is a bearish bias on the daily time frame, it simply means that the location or the target of it is the next liquidity, which is this one. I shouldn't be looking for this liquidity. This liquidity is a secondary option. As far as daily bias is concerned, my target in the daily bias is this liquidity here, since we are going downward in the bias for today. So when I see this trade close like this yesterday, this morning, when I start selling, my target is here. This is my target. Anywhere I am in the market, my target is here. Therefore, if I go to my H4 time frame, I'm going to use my discount and premium machine to know where is my sell zone, where is my sell zone going to be. Where should I expect my setup? Discount or premium? Of course, if I'm selling, my setup is supposed to be on premium. So I want to check where is the market now and where is my target. Is the market at premium level? Oh yes, the market at premium, then I have more trade. I have more opportunity for trading. So I will look for my entries at the premium level because I'm selling, right? If the market is at discount from where the swing is, then I have no business looking for entry because market is already at discount. I don't have to sell. I have to wait. Now, I am now in H4, but I need to know where's the high of the day for me to know the swing, right? To H. The high of the day is here. The low of the day is here. So that discount calculator now, I need a ruler for it. Customize. Do you have a ruler that I use for discount calculator here? Let me see. Edit. Nothing like a ruler here. Well, if there is no ruler, we have to use the Fibonacci tool. Fibonacci can also be used as ruler. This is the Fibonacci tool. Sorry about that. I'm sure you can hear me now. There is a Fibonacci tool right here. If you don't find it on your tool area on this board, if you right click on all those tool area, you go to customize, you will see all the tools that you don't find. You can add them. This is Fibonacci expansion. This is arc. This is Fibonacci fan. This is channel. This is Elliott wave, Elliott motive wave. I can add that, insert. It will go over to this side. I can remove anyone I don't want here. This triangle, I don't want it. I go to remove. It will go out of there. This bitmap, I don't want it. I'll go to remove. It's go out there. Crosshair, I need it. I don't want it. Remove. Okay, I need crosshair. Crosshair, I need crosshair. I need crosshair. I'll show you guys something with crosshair. I need arrow. Chart, I don't need chart. Remove. I may need charts. I can actually snap a chart and show you, keep aside so you see something. But remove for now. Fibonacci, I want it. So I'm done. Okay. So what I just did was I customized this toolbox. I wanted a Fibonacci. And the reason I wanted a Fibonacci was because I needed to show the swing high and the swing low. This is the swing high of that market. And the market went actually to take that liquidity. If you watch carefully, you notice that the market took that liquidity. Here, this one. But I just want to mark it like this and go to H4. The reason I'm doing this, I'm assuming that we didn't trade all the day today yet. We didn't trade all this candle yet. We were only here as at last night and here. So swing high, swing low. So if you have the swing high, swing low like this from the daily candle, this is a swing high, this is a swing low. That is, the market was bearish. And you still have a bearish bias. So that means you need to take a trade after the market goes to premium, then you take a sell order to come down with the price. Our target is here. What I mean is, as at yesterday, price was here, swing high, which is buy side liquidity, then swing low, which is sell side liquidity. So that means there is a downward flow of the market as at yesterday night. Then when you saw this, the daily buyers say we are bearish in daily buyers, simply meaning that you want the trade now to go from, this is the full trade, and this is half. So you want the trade to go back into premium level. So any signal you see at premium level for sell is your best signal. Then another thing we learned again, goes up, your premium, see your OTE, that is optimal trade entry level, is half of that premium level if you are selling. So you want this trade to go up and do whatever it's going to do up, but you want to see an entry around this OTE area, optimal premium, not around this side, liquidity area. No, rather premium area in the OTE. So any trade you find around this side is a very good trade. And you are taking that trade, what? You are taking that trade to the target area with the risk reward ratio above that structure for the daily high and the daily low. So this is what we are targeting to do. This is what we are targeting to do. I've been able to show you the daily bias. I've been able to narrow down to 4 hours time frame. I've been able to factor in the premium and the discount issue there. Then I've been able to see, okay, that this is the area I'm expecting my trade to start selling from. I don't want to take any sell opportunity at discount. I want to take sell opportunity at premium area after opening the 4 hours time frame. This is very clear. This is very clear. Now, the next thing I want to do is to check within this bearish push, is there anything like order block? Is there anything like break of structure? Is there any? Of course, I see a break of structure here. Is there anything like order block? Yes, I see another block, but it's a very tiny one. Is there anything like fair value gap? The other block has not been broken, has not been violated. It's good here. Is there anything like fair value gap? Of course, there is. From the previous day, there is a fair value gap here. And no, sorry, there's no fair value gap. There's no fair value gap. There's no fair value gap here. So obviously, there's no fair value gap. It's really a crazy opportunity. We can't see any opportunity here from H4 time frame, but we can only see daily bias. So what do we do here? We didn't see anything on H4. We can go back to the D1 to see if maybe we can find a fair value gap on D1. It's important we see a fair value gap before we go ahead down to smaller time frame. Very, very important. Don't ever trade without seeing where there is, apart from liquidity, the other thing the market goes for every now and then is, void, which is imbalance. We have noticed liquidity, which is up and down. The next thing we are looking at for void, is there any void in this market? I went to H4, I didn't see any fair value gap within that tradable region. That's that day's region. So the next thing I will check the entire market. I'm seeing a volume imbalance here. I don't know if some people can see it. There's a volume imbalance here. I'm seeing it. It's the closest imbalance to the market. Because remember, the market goes out for 2 things every day. The market goes out for imbalance, to fill an imbalance, or the market goes out to grab a liquidity. And right now, I see a volume imbalance here. What is volume imbalance? Volume imbalance is where candle wick encroach each other, but the candle bodies do not encroach each other. And we treat this volume imbalance as same as we treat a fair value gap. Because if I constrain all of you now back to fair value gap, you start looking for fair value gap, and there is no fair value gap around this zone. So it will be forcing you to be going out of this zone to look for fair value gap. And the only fair value gap you can find, if I look very clearly, and if you agree with me, it will be this one. So that means you are missing this volume imbalance. You are only working with this fair value gap. Hence, you will not get any trade. You will not get any trade. I'm saying that this trade is going to continue a buy, but it must come into this fair value gap and tap this fair value gap. I think it has done that already. It has tapped this fair value gap. It can actually go on a buy if it wants to go. But that's the only fair imbalance we see here. If price is coming down, price must come and stop in this imbalance zone. And this market is still pushing to the upside. Yeah, there is no any bearish fair value gap. Clearly, we can see there is no other block we can see. So even the sell opportunity is very tiny on H1 on daily. You can't force it to come up. It's not here, it's not here. So you leave it alone. I can only see a volume imbalance, and I'm going to mark it. I'm going to mark volume imbalance here. This is how to mark it. Here. The volume imbalance is coinciding with the daily low of that candle. The candle low of that day, I beg your pardon, the candle low of that day is coinciding with the volume imbalance. If this thing can be as straight as possible, it's going to be the best. If it can be as straight as possible, it's going to be the best. So there is an imbalance here. What is the work of an imbalance? The job of an imbalance is to attract price into it or to repel price when price come into it. As you can see, anytime after the imbalance was formed here, anytime price entered into the imbalance, it was pushed away. It entered, it was pushed away. It entered, it was pushed away. It entered, it was pushed away. So this imbalance always push away price, or they always attract price into them. As you can see, it happened already here. So that's the job of the imbalance. I'm going down now to H4. When I go to H4, I'm looking for fair value gap, anyone I can find close to the chart. I'm looking for also imbalance. This is daily imbalance. Imbalance, volume imbalance, of course, of the day. I'm seeing here this versus this to give me fair value gap. There's a valid fair value gap on the daily chart here. I found one. This and this is a fair value gap. I found one fair value gap here. Nice, exciting. But remember, my opportunity I see is a sell opportunity. And in all of this, I didn't see any sell opportunity. So I will draw what I see, and I'll see what I draw. There's a fair value gap here. That's the second part of the gap. It's here. And that fair value gap has been respected after it was formed. One, candle two, candle two, candle three. This is a fair value gap here. Then candle one, candle two, candle three. This is another fair value gap here. After the fair value gap was formed here, price traded into it, price respected the fair value gap, pushed out of it, came again into it, respected it nicely, pushed out of it, traders made profit, trade again into it. My bias is sell bias, so there's no way I can be buying this market at this place. I won't even be buying this fair value gap. What I'm looking for is a break of this fair value gap. If I have a break of this fair value gap and a retest of the gap, I would rather sell this market from wherever it goes, from wherever it is. That's from here, from this place down to this place. Anything from here, I will sell it downward if it breaks this fair value gap. So, but I didn't see any break of fair value gap. So, ladies and gentlemen, there is no trade as far as today is concerned on this asset. There's no trade. As far as today is concerned on this asset, there's no trade. So I'm going to pull all this guy off. On our strategy, there's no trade. If I don't see a trade on D1, if I don't see that trade on H4, there is no how me going down to H1, M30, M15 to look for the trade. I didn't see it on a higher time frame. Look at the higher time frame for US oil. Let's look carefully to see if we find something on US oil. If we find it, we'll place a trade. Look carefully. We are only interested in what happened yesterday. As yesterday, we were looking at this candle, and we said that if this price close above here, we are going upward. This is actually bearish. This yesterday was day before yesterday was bearish. So we say if the candle closed below this guy, we are going bearish. But if it can't close below this guy, we are going bullish. That's what we said. So yesterday, we set this guy here. Yesterday, we set this guy here. Yesterday night, when you guys were here, we set this guy. And we say, if the next candle can close below here, then our bias for today will be bearish. That's what we said. So, and yesterday finished. Unfortunately, this candle could not close below the low of the previous day. Therefore, our bias cannot be bearish. Rather, our bias will be bullish. So it then means that when the new candle open for the new day, we'll be looking for buy entry all the ways here. And all the people who took buy entry on US oil, they were in profits. The price went up and put them in profit. Because the target of the price when it starts going bullish is the high liquidity, to clear liquidity. The target of the day have been met. It cleared the liquidity. Now we are now setting a new bias for tomorrow. Because the way this market is now at this time of the night, we can't be looking for entry on a buy. The market has done what it wanted to do. This is what the market wanted to do. It don't finish them. People who won't buy, don't buy. People who won't sell, don't sell. It's like you going to Oshodi market this night. All the goods that have been brought to the market this morning, people don't buy and finish. You are only going to buy from people where they buy from people where they don't buy from people where they don't buy from people. So you are buying like a second hand. What wanted to happen in the market has already happened. So we're looking for buy in this market is too late. Even though the bias for today is a bullish. The bulls have taken their move and they are now handing over the trade to the bear, the way I see it now. So right now, we are seeing a bullish market today. Sorry, this now becomes yesterday. This is today. This is today. So if we are seeing a bullish market today, as yesterday, there was a bullish market. So we now put our line here. We say, if today's candle can close above, previous day, which is yesterday, then our bias will remain bullish for US oil. But if today's candle cannot close above, our bias cannot be bullish. Therefore, our bias for tomorrow will be bearish. And oh my God, make this happen. If the bias for tomorrow is bearish, our target is the low, this particular low, which is coinciding with this low here, because they are now similar equal highs yesterday, 2 days ago. So that is the target for tomorrow. If this price close as a bearish candle, couldn't close above the high of yesterday. This is the daily time frame. Guys, if you can master this daily bias, I tell you, you will save yourself from many stop loss. Many trade you enter that hits in stop loss, you will save yourself. You will know which trade not to hold, which trade to hold, because you know the bias of the day. And if you enter at the right time, if it's a US oil trade, you make sure you are entering that trade between 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Don't be entering US oil by 4 p.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m. People who don't buy, don't buy. People who don't sell, don't sell. They go buy second hand. If you are entering a GBP USD and you are entering a day, you are using a daily bias to start your analysis, make sure you are entering that trade at around 8 a.m., 9 a.m. If you don't enter that trade at that time, you are entering a second hand trade at the middle. Another time again, you can enter USD or gold trade is that 2 p.m. time. It's 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Watch out for envision signal. These are the times where the signal, the hot pass. Watch out when the signal came in today, US 30. It was still this at same time. 2 p.m., 3 p.m., 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m. Within that corridor. That is when the market is bubbling. You want to go to the market on the market day. You don't want to go when it's not a market day. Yeah. So here, right now, I'm seeing that the bias for the day is likely to be bearish bias. So if it's likely to be bearish bias, our target for tomorrow will be this zone here. There's a liquidity here. The market will come, the price will come and take down this liquidity. That's where we are going for tomorrow. If this cannot close above, and oh my God, there's no way it can close above this place. So the bias can be a sell bias for tomorrow. So, and ladies and gentlemen, if that is the case, I can go down to smaller time frame to look for fair value gap, order block, Kinikon, and set my order and see what we can get from where we are. I take this out. So I've gotten the bias for tomorrow is sell. I want to focus on the sell now because of what I'm seeing here. I don't want to focus on buy anymore because I've seen a lot of movement in the markets. All right, so I'm going to now narrow down to H4. Going to H4. Yes, I'm now in H4. Remember, I'm focusing on a bearish push because of that price action I see on D1. So I'm focusing on a bearish push. But now I'm going to look for fair value gaps, order blocks, sweep of liquidity, because I'm going bearish. Yeah. I see here, I see there's a sweep of liquidity here, this one. Nice one. And the market is pushing downwards. And the market is possibly to give me a fair value gap here, which is going to form basis for my entry for tomorrow. If this price holds on H4, then I see also there is a gap here. There's a gap here, a tiny small gap here. And I see, and that gap is also going to drag volume to itself. When price goes into this fair value gap that will be formed, likely, price can run down into the gap and break the gap, probably retest the gap. I find another entry and I go down more. So that's what I'm expecting. Let me see again. So let's draw what we are seeing. Let's not just see and keep quiet. I can't draw the future. I can only draw the past. So forgive me. I will draw this liquidity sweep. There was a liquidity sweep here. I love it. I will draw it down. Let me leave it like that. There is an order block here, a very, very highly respected order block here. There's a very highly respected order block here, and the market played that order block nicely. You see the order block, after the order block was formed, there was a long array of a sell push down from here down to this side. Ignore all these short guys. They are just there to confuse the market. But this is a long array of red, small green, red. It's red. Then one powerful green, then red. Something like small green, red. So there is a long push of red. And this order block is a valid order block because number one, is a very powerful candle. Number two, it has a break of structure. Characteristics of an order block that is a powerful order block is the number one, a high probability order block must have a big body candle. Number two, a high probability on the order block, after the order block is formed, that next push after the order block must break a significant structure, change of character. The market was going upward like a trend before, then comes the order block. After the order block, what happened? There's a break of structure. That means this order block is a highly powerful order block. No wonder this price respected the order block here. So if price respected the order block here, we expect to see fair value gap anywhere, and then we'll trade that fair value gap and go downwards. When we find a fair value gap anywhere, we can sell that fair value gap without any problem. Yes. Let me show you what I'm saying. After order block form, let me draw the order block break of structure here. This one. After order block form, break of structure done, then let's see how these guys took their trade. Let's see for order block. Let's see for fair value gap around here. This and these, there's a fair value gap here. This fair value gap, was it violated? Yes. So let me go up, look for another one. This, there's no fair value gap here. This and this, no fair value gap here. This and this, there's no fair value gap. This, no fair value gap. This and this and this. There's a fair value gap, only this small, tiny one, and it's not heavy. So, and the market is respected in disregard. So I didn't see any fair value gap. What about this push? Here and here, there's a fair value gap, and market violated it. It's not in line. Then here is a fair value gap around the zones. I see nothing here. I see nothing here. This and this is a small, tiny fair value gap that was respected here, and price played it down. Where all of these guys are even noise. I can just wait for what will happen here. What will happen here will be my tomorrow point of interest, this area. because fair value gap, order block has been formed here. Probably price will go up and form a fair value gap. Then when coming down, I look for my trade. But what I'm saying here is that no matter what we do tomorrow, my trade is going to be coming from anywhere around this zone down to take profit zone here. Am I sure? Let me find it. Where is the take profit zone? Where do we mark? Oh, we overmarked this thing, right? This D1. Okay, this and this. Here's the zone, this place. This is the low. It's going to take out the daily low here. So our entry is anything from any of these areas here. From order block area, we found an order block. So from order block area down to this place, our target is here. So this is our price action for tomorrow. If we find price anywhere from $75.36 on US oil, anywhere we see our structure formed, I prefer below this sweep of liquidity. Anywhere from here, I prefer here, because sweep of liquidity will now become our swing high, and then our swing low remains this area here. Yes. Or even this gap here is a take profit area. But most importantly, the low of the day, which is this area here. This area here coincides with a fair value gap that is here. Let me mark it for the sake of that daily low. There's a fair value gap here. And that is 50% of the fair value gap. Wow. So this 50% of fair value gap will be the one, it's our daily low. This area is our daily low if you go to H1. So from daily high down to daily low, from fair value gap to fair value gap. It works. It makes sense. So that is our discount level will be around anywhere around here. I'll prefer below this swing high so that we can find our entry around here and sell it downwards. Then this US oil here, I'll use lot size 0.30. Like this. I'll sell it. Right now, I don't want to sell because my target is here. If my target is here, if you bring a Fibonacci and put from swing high down to swing low, which is here. The swing low is around this side here. That daily candle, the swing low, that's what I'm referring to. From the daily high down to this here. This is a swing low, yeah. So I go back to H4. So half is 50. So I don't want to be selling below half. I want to be selling above the half area. So which is why, again, I said, so take this Fibonacci out. We don't need it. From the swing high, I drag it down to the swing low, which is somewhere around this side from the daily. So this is the highest point. This is the lowest point. This is a half of the chart, which is premium and discount. So I want to sell from anywhere around premium. So which is why, again, I say I expect my trade to run up so I can get to the discount area. Then I look for an entry from there. I sell to the downside. That will happen well if this place becomes a fair value gap. It will give me a very nice entry if this place ends as a fair value gap, so that I can get my entry from 50% area here, entry point. And if I get my entry point here, and we now draw swing high, swing low, that will give me half this way, and that will put me on optimal trade entry around this side. It's not bad. I'm still here, and I'm shorting from this place downwards. Downwards to this place. and my stop loss is somewhere above that, above the fair value gap, which is around here. Because if it goes here, it's going all the way to take out this liquidity. There's a liquidity here. We don't want to trade from liquidity. We want to trade from either here, 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 or here, because they are all the good areas to trade, depending on the structure we see. So I'm just assuming that this structure here is completed as a fair value gap. So this would have been a basis for our entry, fair value gap. Good. So this is my expectation for tomorrow. We wait to see what the MVG signal will send us, or what the market will do. We'll read it by ourselves. Let me go to the chat. I'm seeing some people putting some things. Say, please, sir, must we do this market analysis when using MVG app? No. When using the MVG app, you just buy or sell. You have the parameters already. You just buy or sell. I hope I'm not answering too late. But when you are buying and selling, do you know what you are buying and selling? The answer is no. That is why we are taking you through this training, for you to know what you are buying and what you are selling. At least you can catch one thing or the other. As you are looking at it, you behold in a mirror constantly, constantly, constantly. That is how you eventually become a professional trader. You keep seeing it. You keep seeing it. The next one we are doing now is that of US 500. The daily bias again. The daily bias again. As at yesterday, we were here. We were not here. Yesterday, we were here. And when we were here, we saw a bullish push. And when we saw a bullish push, we marked the high of that bullish push. We said, if today's candle close above that bullish push, we'll continue going upward. But that was not what happened. The candle could not close above the bullish push. Therefore, we are going downward. So the whole of today, we have been selling US 500. The whole of today, US 500 have been on a sell. Even up to right now, as I speak to you, it's still on a sell. So if we are going to be looking for a trade to sell, if we have the discount and premium measurement, and we see US 500 on a premium level, we can sell it right now, because we are still in the daily bias. But if we notice that, oh, a lot of activities have happened already, then we can leave it alone. Like, there is no goods in the market anymore, so there's no point going to buy or sell. So bias for today's trading is bearish. So if bearish for today's trading, and we're looking at going down, so what do we do for today as per bearish? We draw a line. If today's trade can close below yesterday, it means tomorrow we are going downward bearish bias. But if this cannot happen, which there is no way this can happen, it's unlikely because of the time. It's unlikely for this price to push down and close below. It's unlikely. If it happens, a miracle, we will be going downward bearish. But if it cannot close below, it means our bias for tomorrow is bullish, no longer bearish, because it can't close below the low of yesterday. So bias is bullish and not bearish. If bias is bullish for tomorrow, this is not for today, for tomorrow, if bias is bullish, that means we can be using order block, fair value gap to start looking for entry for buy. Where is the order block? Where is the fair value gap? I think I can see one, very clear one from here. This and this is a fair value gap. So that means for tomorrow's price action, it's possible that the price can pierce here to clear this liquidity, clear this liquidity, clear this liquidity, and go up. It's possible. There is nothing that is not possible. So there is a fair value gap here. It's a daily fair value gap. It's possible for that to happen. So I'm going to draw that daily fair value gap, but I'm not expecting price to come there. Oh, it's going to be a crazy price that will bring it down to that daily fair value gap, which is this one. Apart from that one, there's no other fair value gap that I've seen here, bearish or bullish, none. So, but I've seen this one, so I want to mark what I've seen. What I see, I mark. I pick the horizontal line again, I mark this other one. So this is a very clear-cut fair value gap, marked in the market. Now, I can say I'm going down to H4. You see, I'm not bothered with the history because I've marked a fair value gap below. I'm thinking of going up tomorrow, so I have a bullish fair value gap marked here. I go down to H4 to find more fair value gaps. These things are not difficult. I'm not talking about so many things. I'm just talking about daily bias, fair value gap, where we are going up for tomorrow. If the price doesn't close below a certain level, so we are going. Where is the daily low for yesterday? Let me mark that one. Daily low for yesterday is here. So if price does not close below daily low, we are going bullish. This is the daily low for yesterday. This blue line. So if price cannot close below this blue line, this is our daily low for today. We are going upwards, right? But if price comes down and close below this blue line, it means that price have taken for tomorrow. Price can take out this daily low, punch into the fair value gap, then price will continue going upwards. That is the meaning of that fair value gap you see there. Or that is the significant, or that's the expectation. I beg your pardon. That's the expectation for that fair value gap. If price breaks this daily low for yesterday, this one, yesterday daily low, price will come and take these guys out. Then from here, 50% will go upwards. But if price cannot do all of this, we'll go to H4. Right now we are on H4. We are looking for another fair value gap in the markets. Let me see if I can see anyone. If you see anyone, let me know. This one is not possible because it has been cleared by these guys. So here, do we have any fair value gap that is bullish? None. What about bearish? This and this and this? No, it's not. There's no fair value gap bearish here. There's no bearish, there's no bullish fair value gap. There is one here, but that one has been traded through by these guys. If it's a bullish one, it traded through to the bearish side, close here. It went up again, and it's respecting this guy. So it's an inverse fair value gap. I found an inverse fair value gap for a bearish push. That might likely go down to clear this liquidity before we proceed. An inverse fair value gap, ladies and gentlemen. I need to mark it because I saw it. If you don't have eyes of the eagle, you didn't see it, don't worry, just keep learning. You will see it one day. There's an inverse fair value gap. I saw it here. This one, like this. It was respected. That's why I'm drawing it to. It was respected. That's why I'm drawing it. This one. It's a nicely built fair value gap, and we cannot ignore it. What happened was that, let me show you what happened. Price was moving up nicely. Tested, does this thing. Price now went up very well. Bam! With a very nice order block that was respected, that took out all these highs. This order block took out all these highs powerfully, very fast. This is an order block that was respected here. Price went out, came back again, respected the order block here for a bullish push that was happening here, but could not take out this high, creating liquidity here. Liquidity stacks gather here. So price is either going up to take this liquidity for tomorrow, but before price will go out and take this liquidity, price must still come down. Because why will price come down? I will show you where price will come down. Because price went up from fair value gap, came down, refused to respect this fair value gap by violating the fair value gap with this candle. After violating the fair value gap, it went back inside the fair value gap and tested the fair value gap nicely, 50%. Tried to violate the fair value gap. It couldn't violate the fair value gap. Even up to here, it couldn't violate it. So right now, it has a tendency It went up, it took this high, it has a very strong tendency to come down, to take this high, take this high. After taking this high, anywhere from around here is going to resume an upward movement. If it can't resume an upward movement here, if we don't see a sign, we wait for it to take out this liquidity. After this liquidity, we are waiting for it to come this way and go. So I want to buy, but I want to see a sign before I buy. I want to see a movement to the downside before I buy. Since I'm expecting a movement to the downside, somebody said I should take a sell order. I won't try it. I won't take a sell order. But there's something I want to show you guys. So I'll use 0.01 to take a sell order so I can show you guys. 0.01, yes. I'll show you guys something before we go. What's the time now? 16 minutes past 10. I will stop here. I'll stop here. Now, this inverse fair value gap, I want to shade it because it's an important area in the market. The price have not violated it. Inverse fair value gap was formed there. That's this guy and this guy. Is correct. This is the fair value gap. After it happened, price supposed to respect it, but price never did. It broke it downwards. It went back inside. It now respected it inversely. All through, after respecting it, price has never broke that fair value gap to the upside. Therefore, there's a high tendency for it to bounce the price downwards to where? To these targets. So what I'm saying is this: it pushed it down, it went back, it respected it nicely, it didn't violate it. So it has a high tendency to come down and take out these guys. When it take out these guys, we have a fair value gap here that would summon spring and push it upward to go and clear this guy. Because this guy has 1, it has 2, it has 3, it has 4, it has 5, it has 6. 6 possible stop loss are gathering there. So this will go and this fair value gap would muster momentum to go and clear these people. This is what I'm expecting. Right? That's why I draw that box. But I will stop here. Let me see what price will do. There's something I need to show you when entering a trade. On I really don't like taking the trade from lower time frame. I prefer what am I saying here? S&P 500 is showing me, hold on, let me confirm something. The lot size I'm seeing here, the lot size I'm seeing here on this broker is showing me something on my phone. I'm not seeing that. The lot size is supposed to be 0.3, not round number, 0.3. It's not giving me that. This is US 500. That's quite crazy. You know what? I'll take the trade from my phone, then I will show you on the laptop. Let me see what happens. I can't even see the trade level. Where's the trade level? Oh my God, I removed it. The first time when we started, I removed the trade level. That is the view where I say under toolbox, click it, and you see the trade level. Right now, I have a running trade, which is on $257. I don't think I should close that trade yet. I should leave it to run. 0.3. Now, I want to add a sell here because I want to show you guys something. So, but I'm going to use my phone to add that sell. To use my phone to add that sell, I will log in from I'll stop sharing. There's something I want to show you. It's very, very important that I show you this. Very, very important. Very important that I show you this. So I go to Zoom. I see a lot of leaders here. I'm going to make some very important announcement on this call. Since leaders are here, I'm going to make an important announcement on this call. I want to just show you how to place the trade, how to set take profit and stop loss, very important, from your laptop, and it's going to make a lot of meaning. Day 5. What I'm going to show you concerning this entry, take profit, and stop loss is very important. Please don't go. Stay on this call. I want to show you something very, very important. Got it. Got it. Sorry, I was very lucky, man. All right, I think I can share my screen now. Let me see. Let me make co-host. Where's Day5? Okay, co-host. Hold on. Please don't go. Don't get tired. If you have a glass of water, this is the time for you to take a water break. Just take some 2 seconds. Don't worry, tomorrow there's no Zoom call in the night. We'll be watching the Zoom call all over again. We'll be watching all the recording. Those of you that have attended Day 1 to Day 5, you deserve an award. Caroline could not make it today. Carol could not make it. So share my screen. Who actually made it through from Day 1 to Day 5 on this call? Let me see. I don't think there's anybody that's made it through from... Suleiman, yeah, I agree with you. Suleiman made it through from Day 1 to Day 5. Suleiman, I have an award for you. Mame Bala, I don't agree. You have to show me. Madam, all those people, they are arguing. Madam Bola says she made it through on Day 1. Madam Bola, are you telling the truth? I'm not sure. If I ask you questions, I'm not sure. I'm very sure of Suleiman because he usually is the first person to be on the call. Anyway, Madam Bola was, all of you, you were punctual. All of you were punctual. But the person that is undoubtedly always here is Suleiman Ibrahim. I don't know the guy, but I always see his name on the call, like when it's time. And I always see his name when it's time for us to leave. There's something I was seeing on my laptop. I can't explain why I'm seeing that, but I don't see it on my phone. Here I have the account, the same account. Oh, it's not the same account. No wonder. This is the account I'm opening on my laptop. The other one I have is another different broker. So when I opened US 500, which is a NASDAQ, S&P 500, this one. When I opened S&P 500 on my laptop, and I went to the trade area, I noticed that my lot size could not give me 0.03. I don't know why this is so, because it's going to change the way we manage our entry. And what I want to show you is actually based on this. So I guess I'm going to go to gold to show you what I want to show you then. Sorry, I will leave this alone because I will have to find what we do. US 500, we need 0.03. I have another account where I could take US 30. Sorry, I could take that US 500 on a 0.03. This one. Look at it. I have 0.03 here on this broker. So don't worry. I'll find a way around that. Let me go back to the charts and go to my gold. Let me go to gold. There's something I want to show you. Let me show you on gold. Permit me, there's no analysis here. I'll just sell gold because this sell is still valid. How do I know the sell is valid? We are on HD1 Abi. Yes, there is a fair value gap on D1 that is not yet violated. This one. There's a fair value gap that is not yet violated on D1. So this is T, right? Then also on the D daily bias, as of yesterday when we were, oh my goodness, it's like I'm no longer, I'm sharing now. Yeah, see my screen. I thought I was, don't mind me. I can't see my, anyway, no problem. As of yesterday, we were here yesterday. It was a bearish move yesterday. So we say, if candle cannot close below this guy, for yesterday's candle, we are going bullish. And true today, we went bullish. So today's story is, if candle closes above previous candle, we are still going bullish. Yes. So tomorrow is bullish. So I will have to end this trade today. That's the meaning. Because if this candle closes as a bullish candle, yeah, we may have a discount small before we now move up. But the whole of tomorrow, we are not expecting price to be coming down. The bias is not bullish for tomorrow. If this candle cannot close above this particular one, this particular candle, let me change the color. Let me change it to yellow. So the daily bias, it's not even seen. No. Let me change it to black. The daily bias for yesterday versus today, that's the daily bias for tomorrow now. It will be bullish if this candle closes as green. That means my trade is no longer safe. I'm on a sell trade here. Yeah. The reason I'm on a sell trade is because I see a fair value gap here. So I'm exploiting this fair value gap nicely. It's going downward. And the target for this fair value gap is here. Let me show you the target. The target for this fair value gap is this liquidity here. There's a liquidity here. That's the target for this fair value gap. It's coming to take this liquidity, this fair value gap. And if it's successful to take this liquidity, it's possible. Gold has the power to do this kind of thing anytime. We are going to go bearish. If it's possible for it to take that liquidity, we are going bearish. If it's not, we are still bullish for tomorrow. If you go down to H4, you will see more reasons why I took that trade and why I'm still holding that trade in a profit of $235. If you go and check history of trade, you'll notice today, this is one of the accounts we have been testing. Look at the lot size, 0.3 XAUSD, $12. I entered wrongly, so I got out. This is also 0.3 XAUUSD today. I entered wrongly, I got out. This is the best entry I got, XAUUSD. I entered correctly, and I allowed that trade to run. This is $479 profits. This is this one, XAUUSD again. I entered wrongly, so I got out. Look at this one again. XAUUSD, I entered wrongly, I got out. So here, I don't have one bad trade. If I enter wrongly, I'll just see the analysis, I'll leave the market. Whether in loss, if I see a reason to leave market from D1 and from H4, I'll leave. Before the market do damage to my account, I'll leave. But if I don't see a reason to leave the market, I will hold that trade to take profit, especially if I enter at the, like this particular trade, I enter at the exact fair value gap, 50% point, and the price looked very nicely from D1. I saw it nicely from D1, which is that D1 fair value gap. Then I also saw it nicely again from H4. What did I see from H4? I noticed that there was a fair value gap in H4. This and this is a fair value gap here. And the price respected that fair value gap nicely before all of these things happen. I saw that when it was happening. I sent the analysis to the group. This candle was a week at that time. So it dragged the candle downward and I made 497 profits. I closed the trade. So invariably, if this was the live account 30K, I have gone far with a single day's trade. If I repeat this single day's trade, how many trades have I done so far? I can just say I've done one trade actually, because none of this trade is a complete trade. Or two, let me say I've done two trades. Because this is results for one trade plus. Yeah, let me just call it I've done one trade so far. Yes, one trade so far. So I still have about 11 trades to go on this particular account. This strategy, it will definitely work. It will definitely work, guys. Let me go down now to my entry. I say I want to show you guys something. I want to go to entry. I'm permitted to take a bad trade. The loss size is 0.3. Let's say we have a very nice setup and we enter sell. I click on sell. Let me go to trade so that you can be seeing the entry. I click on sell. Pap, it's asking me to accept. This is just one time. It won't ask me every time. So I click on sell. Pap, that's the sound. I've entered a new trade, sell trade XAUUSD. This is the ticket number. This is the time of entry. This is the order. I took a sell order. This is the lot size 0.3. This is the price I entered. There is no SL. There's no take profit. This is the current price of the market. This is the running trade, the drawdown or potential profits of the market. Are you there? Are you there?
Yes.
So as we keep going now, I've entered the trade. Look at the mark of the trade there. If you drag like this, if you expand, I can bring this down so that we can see more clarity. If you expand this, that's all I can get. This is the price of that trade. If you click on the trade itself, the trade icon, this trade line, if you click and drag it upwards, it will be showing you, look at the left-hand side. It's showing you how much you are going to lose if you use that stop loss. Do you see do you guys see it moving? Do you see it moving? SL. As I'm moving that SL, I'm seeing SL minus 155, 148, 151. Do you see it? To the left-hand side of that red line. Let me leave it at 148. Okay, if I drop it and I touch it, it will still show me again. Profit is going to be minus 148.20. If this trade goes to SL, I'm going to lose how much? 148.20, which is exactly what I want to lose on this 30 count. So no matter what is happening here on this particular trade that I enter, so if the trade comes here, I lose my exact amount of loss. So this is what you have to do on your 30K account. When you enter a trade, put the stop loss at minus 150. The take profits can be at 400. If you drop it from this from the left-hand side, when I click the trade and drag, it's actually showing me TP. If you look at my left-hand side on that click and drag stuff, you'll be seeing it moving. TP 240 something. TP 3 something. Let me do it fast so that it doesn't disappear. So if I allow this trade to come take profits, I'm going to get 361. Actually, 1 or 450. 400 of that's what I want. 456, too much. 445 is okay. So this is a 1:3 risks. But now the question is this your trade opportunity? Can it come down? Your analysis, can it come down to this level? If your analysis cannot come down to this level, so it's just a cliche. You are just putting a take profit that you don't know whether it will happen. Which is why you need to have a very nice analysis whereby the take profits, the opportunity for the market to go take profits is much, such that you can see up to 450 or 400 or 300 is even not bad. Then the opportunity for stop loss is far away, such that it will take a long time for your stop loss to be violated. So you don't enter the trade at the wrong area. That's what I'm saying. Imagine that your stop loss is going to be somewhere around here. your potential loss. If this trade goes bad, you are going to be losing 541. So it means this entry is not a good entry. You need an entry that will keep your stop loss not far away, just 50 pips, so that if the trade is bad, bring it down. You see what I'm doing? I'm modifying entry. On the laptop, you don't need to change any number. Once you click and drag, the number automatic change. Now look down here. You see SL has been selected here, automatic. See take profit has been selected here, automatic. Just by click and drag, drop, click, drag, drop, click, drag, drop. Right now, if this trade goes bad, I'm going to lose 111. But I have enough space for loss. Shift 148. I'm okay. So, and the moment I shift and change, my stop loss also adjusts. My take profit adjusts when I shift and change. I can change my take profit. Automatic, it change. So you don't need to type. All those people say you people should use phone. They are stressing your life. If you have laptop, it's the easiest thing to use. The phone is just to, easy to access, easy to open, easy to check. But the laptop is the easiest tool to use for trading because you can adjust your stop loss, adjust your take profits. When you are in profit, you can even be changing your stop loss and be following your profit. It's called trailing stop. So on the laptop, you just be shifting this guy, following the trade. It will be going. As the trade is going, you are shifting your stop loss so that every time trade wants to go against you, your stop loss will cut it automatic. You can do you can be shifting your stop loss manually to follow your trade when you are in profits. You can also shift it also. You can also do an automatic trailing stop, which is this one. Trading stop 50 points. It will be following the trade as it is in profit. The stop loss will be moving together with it. But I don't want to teach all of that because we don't have that strategy. I've removed the stop loss. Now permit me to close this trade also in a loss. In a drawdown of 7%, that's not loss. So I want to show you something concerning that stop loss and take profit again. Now I have a trade opportunity here. Now this guy is telling me I enter a trade and exited a trade. I can remove it. It's called trade. It's called show trade level, show trade history. I can remove it. It's gone. Now I want to show you something. I enter a trade from here, a sell trade, and the trade is still moving. There is no stop loss, there's no take profit. I can put stop loss and take profit here. See, no stop loss, no take profit. I can put it now. What do? I click and drag. Stop. It's done. If this trade goes bad, I'm going to lose 180. So let me show you how this trade is a good trade because my loss is 150. 149. So if this trade goes bad, I would have lost 149 from here. And this trade will go bad by the end of this liquidity because the other block is this and this. So the liquidity level is here. So my SL can be here. Do you see that is a nice trade that I took there? Very nice trade. Because this is see fair value gap here. This is 1, this is 2. Shit, we're rounding up now. We're rounding up now. I'm going to make an important announcement immediately after this. Look at this. I'm saying this for you to know that this particular entry is a result of this fair value gap, right? So the stop loss can be far away above fair value gap, which is a nice stop loss. And the stop loss is indicating minus 149, which is in line with our strategy. Which is why I say when you have a good entry, you can hold the trade. Then the take profit of this trade is supposed to give me 450. Where will 450? Yeah. My network. Here it's giving me 600. I'll check it, change it. 500. No. 439. I think this is good. It actually came to 439 level. I didn't take it. You can imagine. So it's still going to come to this liquidity because I see a breakup structure in M5, M15. There's a breakup structure here. So I still have a strong feeling it will come down here. Anyway, I can still close the trade. That's my point. I can still close the trade if I see a reason to close it. Right now, there's no reason to close it because I can see that the trade has another fair value gap here and here. and the fair value gap is nicely treated. So right now you can place a trade. Everybody, you can place a trade M15. There's a fair value gap there. Everybody go place a trade M15. XAUSD, place a sell trade. Everybody, let's do that. I see a sell order here based on fair value gap. Please demo. Everybody place a sell trade just based on M15 fair value gap, M15 time frame. Don't use use a very small lot size because we didn't analyze this trade from H4 to see this entry. There's no entry from H4. We are just seeing entry based on M15, and I promised that we are going to take a live trade, and I wanted us to take the live trade based on our analysis. I see there's an opportunity on H4, but the trade is not due, right? And if you go down to H1, I'm seeing, don't use the main lot size. Use a lot size like 0.1 instead of 0.3. 0.1, or sorry, 0.1 is good. 0.1 is good, just for you to see. But our main lot size is 0.3. The reason why using 0.1 is because we are using a smaller time frame to place this trade. Yes. So if we are using 0.1, it means we are dividing our stop loss by 3. Since we divide our lot size by 3. So our stop loss should be $50 stop loss instead of $150. So place a sell trade 0.1. Everybody go to your XAUSD 0.1. Place a sell order there. This your sell order. Place your stop loss as $50. $50 will be, if you enter your trade now, $50 will be around, yeah, the price will be around 20.53. Look at the price. 20.53 is your stop loss. Those of you using phone, 20.53 is your stop loss. Then your take profit for that trade is the swing. The swing will be around this area, this place here, and that's XAUUSD gold. And that swing area is this liquidity, which is this place, which will be giving us, it's confusing me here now. So let me say this place here. No. This is a trade now. Profit $58. No. Yeah, profit $58. It's a very bad risk reward. 1:1 is, but that is the place of our analysis. That is where our analysis is giving us. I'm seeing a push to the downside here, and I'm seeing a powerful order block here. An ACMU size order block is here. I'm seeing also sweep of liquidity, all these guys. A very strong order block that can accommodate for this sweep of liquidity on H1 time frame. I'm seeing fair value gap on H1 time frame is between here and here. So the fair value gap has been entered on H1. If you go to M15, I still notice the same thing in M15. So for a short time, this trade is highly visible. That is a good trade. That's what I mean. In a short term, it's a good trade. Look at M15. There's a break of structure in M15. There's a sweep of liquidity here in M15. There's a liquidity sweep here in M15. Nicely. There is an order block, also a nice order block in M15 here. Then there is a massive push that caused break of structure here. Then there is also order block. This versus this particular line here is order block. Let me change this to I can remove this, right? I wanted to change it to a horizontal, a rectangle. Did I say order block? Fair value gap, please. I want to change this fair value gap to something like this. There's a fair value gap here, M15 fair value gap. And that M15 fair value gap is also the same as fair value gap H1. So M15 is in agreement of this, our sell order. H1 is also in agreement of our sell order. That's what it means. And since there is fair value gap here, the market pushed downward and break liquidity and went back into fair value gap and respected fair value gap nicely. It came out again. It's going back to fair value gap again to respect fair value gap nicely. Then our stop loss is above the fair value gap, which we have $50, enough space for our stop loss, $50 here. We're not losing anything serious here from that $30,000, right? And if this trade goes well in our direction, the first target is here, this place here. It will take out this place. There is no liquidity here. It's just equal highs. It will take out this equal highs, but the main target of the market is this place here. There's liquidity here because of this break of structure. It will come down to clear this liquidity. And it's coming down to clear liquidity. I see something here, which is called another draw liquidity here. I don't know what is causing this one. I think this is daily fair value gap or whatever it is. Let me see. Okay, this is, what is this guy? What is this place? This is a break of structure. So let me remove it. It's going to cause problem. Our take profit is this is H4. Our take profits, let me go to D1 and see. Our take profit is still intact. It's still very intact. Our take profit area is still above the high of yesterday's candle. So our take profit area is still very good, right? Very, very good. So back to M15. So it's a short-term scalping trade. We want to see what will happen is either we make $50, $60, or we lose $50. That's exactly what we're having here. And look, guys. Now that we have selected our loss, we have selected our profits, we will watch this price. If this price close above this other block, we check H1. If this price close again above the other block of H1, other block of H1 is this area. This is the other block of H1. Why am I saying other block? The fair value gap of H1, this blue line. If price close above the fair value gap of H1, ladies and gentlemen, we are out of this trade. We will not wait for our stop loss. We will get out. Why did I come up with this analogy? We have M15 as a smaller time frame showing us a nice entry vis-a-vis break of structure, fair value gap. We enter the trade. If our fair value gap is violated on our M15, we need to go to higher time frame like H1, the senior brother, to confirm if we still have opportunity to wait. The opportunity to wait here is the fair value gap of H1 that must be violated. Once the fair value gap of H1 is violated, then we don't need to wait for our stop loss $50. We will end the trade. Yes. The same thing when you are working with H4. When you see analysis from H4, you see fair value gap there, you see break of structure, you enter your trade, and your fair value gap was violated. Before you run out of the trade, you need to go to D1 to go and check the daily bias. You need to go to D1 to go and check if there is any fair value gap that you can wait for. Of course, that is if your stop loss is still far away. You still have enough room for risk management. Assuming we took a higher lot size, you will see this would have been a problem for our trade. But we took a smaller lot size compared to this scalping. So we are able to do all of this. So ladies and gentlemen, let's hold this trade for as long as possible. You don't need to guide the trade. Just since we have set take profit, we have set stop loss. Look at our take profit is 20.42. Our stop loss is 20.53. 20.53.5 stop loss. 20.42.4 take profits. So screenshot it, type it in your trade, modify your XAUSD sell order 0.1 lot size. When it's profit, screenshot sent to the group. When it's loss, screenshot sent to the group. When it closes above M15, also screenshot sent to the group. We are waiting for H1. When it closes above H1, how much are we going to lose if it closes above H1? We are going to lose around, let me see. We are going to lose around $30. So $30 is not bad from our 30K account. It's not a bad loss. It's a very nice one. So we know we had a nice, I just wanted you to have an experience of entering a trade from this call tonight. You can see we enter a trade and it's going nicely. And this other one also, I don't want to remove this trade because it has potential of coming to hit our area here, our area interest, which is $420 in profits. In fact, I can even reduce it to $400. Let it come. That's fast. $400. I just want $400. Then this other one can $450, $460. So this trade, once this trade is in $400, my take profit will cut it off. It's possible to come to because it's coming to target this liquidity. The target of this market is this liquidity. It's coming to take this liquidity. That's where it's coming. So before it gets here, I've already taken my $400. I've also taken my $60. So this is what we are doing, ladies and gentlemen. Lastly, I want to make my announcement before we go. Let me see who is left here before the announcements. We have come to the end of this training today. 5 days crash course. It was a very difficult one. Stop sharing. But it was a worthy course. We have been able to build it. Now, my reason for doing this crash course is because I want to help a lot of people to make serious money in 2024. I'm really not happy to see people trading $100 accounts, $200 accounts, $1,000 accounts, because I know that you cannot be patient with 5% in $1,000. It's $50. $50 in a month cannot help you in tinebocratic economy. If your account is $100, 5% is $5. It can't help you in Lagos. You can't even give somebody, a security man. We were in Lagos airport. I was flying to Abuja. A driver, a security man that when you arrive from the airport, some people will carry your bag, carry your load. This guy carried the load. My friend entered the restaurant. They give this guy 5,000 naira. From international airport, you help me carry load to restaurants. We still there inside airports. The guy say about, okay, waiting be this now, waiting be this. He was refusing that the money is too small. 5,000 naira. That's almost $5. That's what somebody is trading $100 to get 5% in a month. Ordinary ASEA boy is rejecting it for just 1 day. It's not even up to 1 day job. So you cannot depend on $100 account. Say you are a forex trader. You need something bigger. You cannot even depend on $1,000. It's a waste of your data and your time. The same energy you used to trade $1,000, that same energy, that same risk management, that same discipline, you can trade $100,000. That same discipline, you can trade $500,000. The same discipline, just change the percentage. 5% of $30,000 is $1,500. It makes sense monthly. If you can do $1,500, which is 5% monthly, then brothers and sisters, you can also do 5% of $500,000 monthly, which is an account of $500,000. Now, the next question is, how can I help people to get account of $30,000 or account of $500,000? Easy. The answer is PAM. You set up a PAM account with any broker that can operate PAM. A PAM account is a single port. In Capital Extent, we have PAM accounts. Different people will be putting money inside that PAM account. When the money is much, then you trade the money. You set up a nickname for the PAM account and advertise the PAM account and talk about the strategy the PAM account can trade. People start putting money there. Some few people will put the money, you trade it, and they see the results. Then more people will put money. Like we set up a PAM for meta trade. Only 1 single day of trade, these guys trade 6.5, 6.2% profits. You saw the results, Henry. You saw the result, Barrister Jimmy. Madam Bola, you saw the results. They did 6.2% in a single day's trade. These guys are trading with the same strategy I'm showing you. The same strategy. The same. And they told me, James, we have crossed the target for January. We are no longer trading. If we want to trade, we'll just trade. But if we don't want to trade, we have crossed the targets. Because if this PAM account was $500,000, by now we have made $25,000 profit. So why do we want to trade again? It's not our fault that the PAM account is $3,000. So go and raise the capital. That's what they told me. So as a trader, you can find a good trader that will put you on 5% profit in a day. And if the account size is $500,000, brothers, you are done for the month. You close your laptop till next month. $25,000 can take you to Miami. You will sit down in Miami for 1 week just to go and charge your phone. After charging your phone, do Instagram video. You leave to London or go to Paris for the second week. Your $25,000 never finish. You come back to Nigeria, the remaining balance, you buy land for all these P1 estate, I mean, what do they call them? You buy apartments. The money will still remain. You trade the following month. The same thing. So if you don't start it 2024, when do you want to start it? How long do you want to be trading 0.01? 0.01 cannot make you a millionaire. That's the word of Messiah Wells. You will trade 0.01 for 20 years. You can't be a millionaire. It can only show you how the market is working, but you know go test the money for the market. It's not 0.01. You need some solid lot size. Not even the lot size that matter. You need some solid account size. So a PAM account is one of the ways you can get a solid account size. But for you to run a PAM account, you must be a good marketer so that you can attract more people's attention into the PAM to gather the volume before you trade. The easiest way next is to get a funded account. I shouldn't be saying this, but I know this is what will help people. That is why I must say it. I am not interested in what the company will think about what I'm saying. I'm interested in what will help the people if they do this way. A funded account can solve this problem. The reason why a lot of people don't like funded accounts is because funded accounts give them limitation on what they should lose and what they should not lose. When I check the characteristics of most of these funded accounts, I noticed that most of them will not allow you to lose 6% in a day. And they will not allow you to lose total 7% in a whole lifetime in that account. So if a problem say, James, do not lose 7% from our money. Do not lose 6% in a single day at any time. What do I need to do? I will give myself targets to only lose 0.5% in a trade. And I can lose 0.5% up to 12 times, which is 5%, and I've still not violated their rule. If I lose 1,500, I have not yet violated their rule, which is 10 different trades, 10 trades of 0.5% risk. But if I now lose 12 trades back to back, 0.5% risk, I've now successfully lost 6% of their accounts. If I do this trade in a single day, which is not possible, I have lost that account in 1 day. But I've still not violated their rule until I lose total 7% of their money in 1 day, or in a month, or in a total lifetime of the account. So it will mean that I'm an irresponsible trader. I'm a trader paying attention to no rules, no risk management, no lot size allocation management, no pair selection, for me to lose back-to-back 12, no envision use signal, no support. So many times when we tell people that buy the envision use signal, they think maybe we are trying to make that $5 income. No, we are building a very big future for you. Buying the signal, somebody was asking me here, do we have to do this analysis every day? You don't. You can see how stressful the analysis is. We barely could find a single entry. But this afternoon, see how many signals we got. Why? Because Courtney Logan and his team, they are scanning the market morning and night, looking for the analysis, looking for the right entry with the fair value gap. When they find it, they send it to us. All we just need to do is to plug it on the chart and make money. So you don't need all this time wasted doing this analysis. Some people are doing it and sending it to you. David Harvey, I spoke with David Harvey today. David Harvey is setting up a massive trading center already this month. It will be launched 1st of February. For this same purpose, David Harvey is a 20 years experienced trader. And this trading room is going to be setting up. I'm working back to back with this guy. He has traded more than $20 million. He's not a small guy in the industry. So he is going to be dedicated in sending you high premium signals if you are part of us. If you're not part of us, all this analysis is what I do. You go learn them by yourself. If you learn them, you go master them. After you master them, you can't use them alone. But if you are part of what we are building, what we are doing together, we are going to carry you by the hand and walk with you step by step. How can you be part of us? Make sure you have created your account with the link that I have given you. If I have not given you a link, you go and create your account. You have to go to the person that have given you the link. It's not bad for somebody to give you a link, but that person that have given you the link, you must find out if that person have gotten the link from me. Because if you are not in my sphere of circle, I cannot pay attention to what you are doing. And now, get me clearly, we are not stopping at trading. We are still going to sell. But in the trading side, if we do it well in the month of February, I don't see anybody among us here that should not make $25,000 in the month of March. March is my birthday month, and I like marking my birthday ceremoniously with something that is of high influence. I don't do parties on my birthday. I don't do giveaways on my birthday. I don't celebrate. I don't go to dance club. My birthdays, I find something highly remarkable to do on my birthdays. My last birthday, the last birthday I had last year, 17th of March, I contributed money. We donated to a lady that was doing kidney transplants. We donated 1.7 million. We contributed that money in one day. I think about 115 people donated. 1,000 naira, 2,000 naira, 5,000 naira, 50,000 naira. I can remember all my friends, which I never thought they could come up to my call. They all donated. In 24 hours, we raised 1.7 million and we transferred to Chioma. Go and check my birthday. You will see those receipts. They are there. My next birthday, my plan is that I want to showcase the number of people who are under my team who made $25,000, $10,000, $5,000. I want to screenshot that your payment. I want to use it as the impact we're able to generate for 2024. I want to do that in the month of March. Then also the money I'm able to trade out, I want to try to help a lot of people to purchase also to get the account, to create new account for people. And when I create this new account for people, those people I'm creating an account for is going to be like a Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok thing. I will bring those people under your mentorship. So if you are selling Envision You app, those people will come under your mentorship. They will have their app. I will pay for the app for them, $275. I'll also pay for the account for them. So theirs is just to come and bring more people. If they are bringing 10 people, I'll pay for them free. If they are bringing 10 people, I'll pay for them free. So theirs is going and bring 10 people, and then yours is to train them in that app that you are selling. So if you are selling Envision You app, I will give you people, I will pay for them, and they will be under your mentorship. So this year, I want to do a lot of mentorship sacrifice. And it starts from this big dream. And we're doing it all over Africa. So doing this 5 days crash course is so that we can have the foundation, which we are building this massive first quarter of 2024. Because second quarter 2024, I have another big project I'm going to launch 1st of April. It's not April Fool, don't worry. It's a very big project. You will not know about it until the end of March. You will hear about us talking about it. 1st of April, we launch it. It's a very, very big project. Today, we had the meeting with two of my friends. We talked about it. We are still planning it, and it's still in motion. A very big project we are bringing in April. So, but this March, we must make sure that the foundation is set. So all of you that have gone through this training, make sure you go back to day 1 training, watch it again. Day 2, watch it again. Day 3, watch it again. Day 4, watch it again. Day 5, watch it to the end. Collect the link, create your account, practice the demo. If you get it correctly, do the live. Even in the live, you may not be the one to trade by yourself. Because among the entire structure, among the entire team, just like I told Henry, We have people who have mastered this strategy. They will be the one to handle your account. Yours is just to be seeing what they are doing. So through copy trading, you'll be seeing what they are doing on your account. You don't need to do the trading. Yours is to see that the strategy is working in the test phase in January. In February, you create your account, you have your live account, and you don't have to trade it if you have not mastered the strategy. Somebody who mastered the strategy, we have many of them, they will be the ones to handle the trading. Via copy trading, you are seeing what they are doing. They are trading according to the plan that we have specified on this 5 days call. So what am I saying? I'm saying that it is technically impossible for you not to make $25,000 monthly on this strategy. It's technically impossible. Technically impossible. Yes. So I have a lot of questions here. Please, I want these questions to be asked on the WhatsApp group because of the people who are on YouTube watching and following what we are doing. And my phone number is also on YouTube. The link is also on YouTube. So tap the phone number, chat me. I'll add you to the WhatsApp group. I can even drop the WhatsApp link in the YouTube comment section so that they can watch, they can join the YouTube, WhatsApp group from there. Then get the link, set up your account, be part of what we are building. Be part of what we are building to secure 2024. I bet you this will change the game. We have done a lot of testing in 2023. This is time for us to milk it in 2024. It is time. 2023 last quarter was very phenomenal. If you go and check the results we did, very, very outstanding. This time around, we are reducing the risk to 5%, and we are optimistic of making this dream come true. So thank you so much. Martins, you have to chat on the WhatsApp group. I'll give you. What about the people we introduced? Yes. Mohammed, I spoke about that. The people you introduce with your link, they are going to be under your mentorship directly because you will have many advantage on their business. So whatever you get from us, from me now directly, you will give to them. They are your responsibility. And of course, because you are under me, you are my responsibility. So indirectly, they are under your umbrella, you are under my umbrella. So we are all flowing together. But I'm talking about those who register from somewhere outside completely and they want to come and be under me. They are under different covering. How can you be in, you are a member of Deeper Life and you come into Catholic Church to collect Holy Communion? Father will pursue you. So you have to be in our circle so that you are not outside our community to participate in what we are sharing for our community members. And concerning the Envision You app, time is coming very soon. We'll stop sending you the signals. Now we are sending you because we are just spoon feeding you and breast milking you. Time is coming, we'll not send you the signals again. You have to buy your app. It's $275. Buy it and own it. Every month you pay your subscription. When you are making money, you'll be able to buy the app. When you are not making money, you pay, you buy the app, you learn. Then you quickly make money so that you'll be able to pay subscription. Or you sell so that you can be able to use money to pay subscription. Ladies and gentlemen, I've spent so much time talking today. We spent exactly 2 hours on this training because it's the last day. I want to thank every single one of you for attending all of these 5 days. So we are watching now, we are moving now to take the signals. When we drop the signals in the group, take the signals, place the trade according to what we say. And even the ones we are trading that is working well, we'll be posting the results for you to see. 1st of April, make sure you key in. 1st of April, get your live account funded. Don't do it on 2nd of April. There's this thing we call first time advantage. Do everything you can within your power to get your funds before 1st of February. I beg your pardon. If you are watching this video after 1st of February, quickly run and contact me to see how we can catch up because you're already late. But if you are lucky to watch this video before 1st of February, do everything within your power to make sure that 1st of February, you get your account funded and ready to fly with us from day one. When we told people this, when we were setting up PAM account, they thought we were joking. The moment we started the PAM account, anybody that is joining now is really joining a little bit late because we are already halfway gone for January. You are missed. So learn to prepare on time, join on time when you have the information on time. My time is up. Thank you for yours. I'm sure 2024 is going to be better for everyone. If you have any question, drop in the WhatsApp group and we'll attend to it from there.